Hello students, this is Vinita Singh from St. Xavier School, Nalia. I hope you all are fit and safe at your home. Today, we are going to discuss our question answer of the poem The Road Not Taken from the Standard Ninth. Before going to the question answer, let us discuss some word meanings. Diverged means separated and took a different direction. Yellow wood, a forest with a decomposing leaves or lifeless leaves. Undergrowth means dense growth of the plant and bushes, means the forest. Fair, as good as the other one. Claim, better option. Grassy, unused. Wanted where, had not been used. Sign, deep breath, hence, here in the future. Trodden means walked over. Let us discuss about our poem. So the rhyme scheme of this poem is ABAAB type. So here I think you all are confused that what is a rhyme scheme. So the rhyme is a literary device in which the repetition of the same or the similar sound occurs in two or more words, usually at the end of the lines in the poem. The pattern of the rhyme in the poem is written with the letter A, B, C, D, etc. The first set of the line that rhymes at the end are marked with A, and the second set are marked with B. So in the poem, with the rhyme scheme A, B, A, A, B, as our road not taken poem, here you can read the whole I take only one paragraph. Two roads diverge in a yellow wood, and sorry, I could not travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. So here you can see that the first line, two roads diverge in a yellow wood, it's rhyme within third and the fourth line. Would, stood, could. These words are rhymed in this paragraph. So if we are giving first set A, then it is marked as third and fourth line also marked as A. Next, and sorry, I could not travel both. So this line is a rhyme within a fifth. It means A, B, A, B. Okay, like that. So rhyme scheme, I hope you all understood it. So this poem is symbolism. Two roads which represent two or more choices in our life. So here anaphora figure of speech is used because the end in the second, third and fourth line you can see in this paragraph, and sorry, and be one traveler, and look down. So here three times end in is repeated. So it's an anaphora figure of speech. Here also alliteration words is used in a wanted wheres. The path has an a wanted where. W sound is repeated. First four. F sound is repeated. Though that the sound is repeated. And repetition figure of speech also used in it. Ages, ages and ages, like that. One rhyme, one line in your poem is also repeated like that. Two road diverge in a wood. This sentence also repeated in the stanza 1 and 4th. Okay, I hope you understand. Our next video is also based on the figure of speech, so you can understand it better. Let's come to our question answer. Question number 1 is, where does the traveler find himself? What problem does he face? Answer is, the traveler find himself standing on a wood in the path. He is in a problem as he must choose one path and is unable to decide which one to choose. Second question is, discuss what these phrases means to you. A yellow wood. What do you understand with a yellow wood? So here in the poem, yellow wood refers to the forest which has withering leaves as in the season of autumn. It represents a world full of aging peoples, means lifeless peoples. Second part, it was a grassy and wanted wear. It means that the path had a lots of grass on it, and this means that it had not been walked over by many peoples. It had to be worn out by the step of the people who walked on it. The passing there, it means that when he walked over the path that he had chosen, leaves no step had trodden black. It means that no one had walked over the leaves as they were still green. If anybody walked on over there, they would have turned black. How way leads on to way. It means that as we walk on a path, we come across more options and make choices further. We keep on walking ahead on that way. Our next question is there any difference between the two roads as the poet described them in stanza 2 and 3? Yes, the two paths were similar in the beginning. In stanza 2 and 3, poet found that the two paths were similar. The poet felt that one of them was grassy and had not been walked over by many peoples. But when he walked on it for some distance, he realized that it was like the other road. Second part, in the last two lines of the poem, what the difference you can see between the two roads. So here again the poet talks of his initial decision when he thought that the roads were different and choose the one that had been walked over by a lesser number of the people. So that's all in your poem. I almost try to make you understand each and every topic in it. Thank you so much. If you like my video, please share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.